Hi, I'm Steve, and I welcome you to my first Cuvée, Wednesday, July 29th. Watch Promethean Action Podcast on YouTube, link below, or search YouTube for Promethean Action's Carney's New War on Trump. This is all about defending the West, weakening from within. Weakened by slow, subtle cyber and institutional attacks for decades. See Thomas Schulman's, aka Yuri Bezumov, a KGB defector, speak in the 1980s in Toronto University about the future we see today. As well, the Qatar infiltration totalitarian that our university curriculum in 2010 with weak truths that run our supposedly progressive ideology. The West weakened as our boys' depression increases into drug issues and men's pride. That is at an all-time low. Monies from these oil and drug-driven regimes have enabled open-border progressives and righteous racist name-calling. Those without curiosity to debate are a precursor to violence. Recently, 60 countries convened in U.S. to combat political terrorism. As well, Senator Lindsey Graham is suspected of being poisoned by a Russian in Ukraine. Promethean Action explains Trump's will for national employment and containment of the Western continent, as in the Monroe Doctrine. Do you agree or disagree? Carney's roots in the WEF, the World Economic Forum, has a vision that we'll all be happy but own nothing. Has evidence in how our Canadian land ownership is different from the American Constitution. Fortunately or not, Carney is active in rent-to-own builder financing through taxes for a new generational dream of equity. My career as an innovator in the bespoke fit, tailoring design wardrobe packages to ultimately make leaders, not followers of trendy fashion. This old craft of sculpting shape with staying power has 3 times in history since London Savile Row helped build the middle class. Crafted employment will be more needed as humanoids today are assembling humanoids that replace dull jobs. You can see videos of them getting off production line, walking out and lining up in another large building, much like Tesla's driverless EVs already do. This is the West's new effort to be a more efficient economy, to have better security for our investments in our Western domain. The suit is a great metaphor for a man's completion, to elevate the mundane by not being robotic. To sculpt together the brute, the businessman, and the gentleman to make shape great for self-leadership. Watch the Promethean Action Podcast on YouTube entitled Carney's New War on Trump. Come sit and sip in the Cuvée Wednesday at 6 p.m., July 29th, for a new podcast, for some podcast clips and a few questions how this might affect Western Canada's juxtaposition with U.S. energy and trade. See the link below. See you there.